The family of 18-year-old Alexander Mendoza say he disappeared after taking part in a protest in May. His mother, Margarita, says 10 days later she got a call from the coroner's office. She was asked to formally identify Alexander's body.
I never imagined this would happen, that I would hear that. The doctor told me boldly he died of natural causes, then that he got scared and had a heart attack.
18-year-olds rarely die that way, so Margarita went to an independent forensic doctor for a second opinion.
And he said my son was strangled to death.
Margarita then filed a complaint with Nicaragua's Permanent Commission for Human Rights. The group say it's been overwhelmed by such reports. On Wednesday, the Organization of American States described the situation in Nicaragua as grave.
Considering the deepening and increasing deterioration of the grave human rights crisis in Nicaragua, the Inter-American Commission for Human Rights calls on the international community to demand Nicaragua immediately puts an end to repression and arbitrary detentions and all other human rights violations.
But the Nicaraguan government dismissed the OAS report as biased.
Nicaragua rejects the report. It was rushed, prejudiced, and lacks objectivity. It requires a professional attitude to report the truth about what's going on.
The government says the protests aim to topple President Daniel Ortega. Here at Nicaragua's National University, students and other government opponents have been entrenched for more than 1 month. The government accuses them of being subversive, a threat to peace. But the opposition accuses police and pro-government paramilitary forces are firing live rounds at protesters. This week has seen some of the worst violence since the protests erupted nearly 3 months ago. Nicaragua's longtime president Daniel Ortega has rejected calls to hold early elections. The opposition is just as determined, but many here fear what's to come, with more teenagers like Alexander likely to be caught in the crossfire of the country's political crisis. Mariana Sanchez, Al Jazeera, Managua, Nicaragua.